Are we truly alone in the universe? Years ago, I saw some bizarre lights in the sky, and my curiosity was piqued. This led me down a rabbit hole to discover who these visitors might be and where they might come from. On my journey, I found out that many other people were having these direct encounters with beings from other dimensions, and that I too could communicate with them directly. Now it's your turn to interact with our galactic family.
Sound. What? A sound. Sound. A sound. 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 Oh yes.
Hello, Ra. Good to connect with you in this way as usual. This is Reuben. Yes, thank you. Could you do a scan for me and the energies?
It's very well.
Excellent. And could you remove any obstacles that might be interfering with our communication?
It's very well.
Excellent. And could we do one extra scan for our channel and any other energies that might be interfering, just to really help her out?
It's very well.
Excellent. So with that, could you push down on the channel and remove her mind from the session?
It's very well.
Excellent. So if it's okay, I'll start asking some questions.
It's very well.
Great. So our last time, I think we talked about our friend Elon Musk, who has a little bit of a block on his energy, but that's understandable. Today, I'd like to ask about another prominent figure in our political arena, RFK, Robert Kennedy Jr. What kind of person is he? Is he of the light? Is he doing is he doing, I guess, what do I always say? Is he going to do what he says he's going to do?
Tis with this individual that there's great confusion, for it is a force of good. However, the power is not so strong. There is weakness in certain parameters that this individual has, and it is not possible for great change to occur. There is great energy flowing from the expression that this individual is emanating, which is of a positive nature. However, it will not result in fruition. There is hope in the words spoken, which is of great need. However, it has not the capabilities of finding its root into matters that will inevitably alter the path which with the planetary sphere is on path currently.
Yeah. Okay, it's a lot to unpack there. How about, so is there something interfering with, uh, perhaps not you said not the message, but the individual? Could we unpack that a little bit? What is the blockage there?
And there is not sufficient vibrational strength to carry this individual to its mission.
Is there anything we can do as the public to help with that, or is that just his own journey?
It is the mission of the current timeline of the planetary sphere.
Can you define that? What is the mission of the timeline?
And there needs to have a greater force of light and love on the planetary sphere in order for the timeline to be more of the light and the love. Currently, it is not so, and therefore a more clear timeline that is of the darkness is currently enveloping the sphere. And this is causing this particular incarnate to not achieve this mission.
Is there anything he can do as an individual to help with this mission?
Well, not in this particular time-space coordinate.
I see. So it's really up to humanity to, as a collective, to shift the frequency.
This is correct.
And this leads me into the next topic, which is on everybody's mind, which you've sort of already started to unpack, this heavy density that we're feeling with wars and battles and these types of things in different parts of the planet. But a new one has arisen that has seemed to create a lot of polarity on the planet. Is this what you're speaking of? Is this the energy that's gotten humanity down?
This is correct. There is a shift in the frequency. The others have commenced a more so in the sense of introducing a very dark energy field directed towards this incarnate that is very low, and it is causing for the incarnate to emanate such frequency. This frequency is of the lower vibration, and it is causing a trajectory on this timeline that is of the lower vibration. this is going to continue for some time until the incarnates request more of the light and the love to be emanated. The areas on the planetary sphere that are emanating these vibrations is expanding. It is carrying over like a blanket per se over, and many are calibrating their vibration to this lower vibration. The amount of incarnates departing as well unexpectedly is causing much low vibration from those remaining. These numbers of incarnates departing is in I am a quantity. These incarnates that are departing unexpectedly are remaining on the planetary sphere and are, in essence, vibrating themselves a vibration that is of the lower vibration. Therefore, the current sphere is experiencing lower vibrations from multiple we have learned the word is a form of layering, and there is multiple layers that are emanating a lower vibration.
You mentioned the others again. This is the same others that were we were talking about during the Hawaiian catastrophe.
And there are those of the light and those of the dark. All those of the dark we refer to as the others, as we are of the light.
I see. And we also, just prior to the events happening in Israel, there was a major earthquake that happened in Afghanistan with a loss of many lives, over 2,000. Was this also part of the others' agenda, or was this a natural occurrence?
We do not know. We must understand this if we should speak for a moment. It is accurate that those departing that are of unexpected events are all caused by the others. And this is of all departures.
Wow. And is this a similar energy to what happened on the Earth in 2001 with the 9/11 event in New York?
We have brought this information. However, let us look one moment. this particular event is also others. However, there is not the same vibration. The vibration emanating in your current time-space coordinate is one that is of multiple low vibrations that are disrupting the entirety of the planet. While the other mentioned the currents had its motives set to unravel multiple consequential events.
Right. And is
this current vibration has the motivations set to alter humanity in a form that is different.
And what is the best way we as individuals can get back on track, so to say, or go towards a future, a new earth that we all desire?
It will occur. It has not, low vibrations cannot maintain their force, for they are not of the light. And the only vibration that is consistent and constant content is light. Therefore, it takes energy to make dark. This darkness that is enveloping this planetary sphere at this moment will lose its power, and the comets currently that are of the light have only to maintain this, and it will dissipate the darkness. The incarnates departing at this moment, whom are emanating a low vibration within these layered structures that you exist in, can be transmuted into light. It is therefore of a good practice to request that those that have departed and remain, in essence, stuck, to be released into the light, for their stuckness is causing a stagnation of darkness. We do not know if this was explained in a manner that can be understood.
Yes, I think I understand. If we collectively can use our intention and prayers to and ask for other light beings to assist in the transition, the more we do that, the more then we can help. The more people.
This is correct. For this vibration that is currently being emanated on multiple levels is in essence feeding on each other.
Right. Feedback loop.
And the more that you release this, the shorter duration of this energy will endure.
Understood. So the best thing we can do as individuals is to continue on, to be patient, to maintain our light by doing the things that we love and enjoy, and then also requesting and the assistance for light beings, higher dimensional beings to come in and help with the transition of those who've died suddenly.
This is correct, as well as those that are suffering from the losses in their surroundings to find light and to bring light to them so that they can emanate a light.
Has this idea of war has been going on for centuries on this planet. Has war always been used in this way to create a darker energy field around the planet?
This is correct. It is a form of It is a form used to have incarnates emanate a low vibration.
Right. And most wars, I would assume, have been engineered or used to manipulate the incarnates on the planet to be in this vibration.
This is correct.
So, one of the better ways we can remove ourselves from this is just not buy into any storylines or narratives that are being told to us.
This is correct.
Yeah, there's in the media, there's a constant polarity of you have to take this side or you have to take that side, and it's quite quite heavy just to see and experience others who get caught up in those us versus them scenarios.
This is this concept of the image. The others control the vibration of incarnates through the image.
Right. Yep. So turn off the TV, folks. All right. Don't watch the image.
Correct. There is only that which is of the light that can produce light.
Yes, I understand. Well, to change the subject a little bit, we'll go into a little bit lighter direction. But thank you. Those are uh, great perspectives to have for this energy that's happening now. A question about the relationship of consciousness and gravity. Are they related? And could you explain if they are? How does that work?
Oh, we have no misunderstanding of the word gravity. Please explain for the channels who are very good with these concepts.
Okay. Gravity is what we feel here on Earth. The gravitational field, and our scientists say it's because of the correlation of the mass of an object, which I believe is true, but like the gravity on the moon is less, the gravity on Jupiter would be more, the gravity on the sun would be even more intense, and that is sort of the scientific view. But new discoveries with gravity waves show that there's more to this idea of gravity than just what the mass of an object, and we're wondering if that correlation is with consciousness.
This is correct. The force pulling inwards is not correct. There is a force. We have not the word force. It's not force. It is a not the word. It is a field of particles. Is not the word. It has this We are trying to find the word. Collective consciousness moves on this wave that you speak of. And within this holds the matter. And this is how you can move within the time-space coordinates. You are currently thinking and moving and being on a set of parameters that collectively have been decided upon.
Correct.
If you decided that you no longer wanted to exist within these coordinates, you have the potential to remove yourself and move about within this outside of this construct that you exist inside of. And you could, in essence, move from one coordinate to the other. This moving in these coordinates is instructed by your thought. The oneness in which you are currently existing in is based on a field of points that exist within a, we have not the word, however, it is appearing to be like a layer that exists in a circular function that is in your construct in this planetary sphere. And it is all intertwined with all consciousness connecting to this mesh that exists on multiple frequencies. And you have the ability to communicate through this wavelength of mesh and communicate with each other as well as function within this construct that is producing this image by which you see and exist in. It is a very complex communication, especially that the channel is lacking much of the words and concepts. However, we try our best.
Yeah, that's great. Give you lots of insights. So no worries. Is this gravity mesh, is this connected to what we understand as chi or prana or ki?
Oh, I have not this understanding. Please explain more.
So in many Eastern traditions, there is qigong or practices energy movement or breath work that creates in the yogic traditions prana, where we can cultivate this energy that we all feel and we get energized from. Is this energy related to gravity or related to this mesh that you're discussing?
We are trying to build this conceptual understanding so that it matches yours. It's a little bit difficult.
Okay.
We can try to explain your existence is one in which you see, you feel, you touch, you experience on a line that moves in one direction. this construct is a creation that is existing because all incarnate have decided to coexist within this structure.
Yes.
This mechanism by which this occurs is, we are trying to find an example. We do not know if this is a good one. However, we can try with the... Oh, so let's good. One moment. It is a... We have perhaps the concept of the water.
Yes.
The water has molecules touching each other. They move together in unison from one point to the other. When a movement occurs in one, it sends a vibration that creates a movement, and they are all coexisting together. It is much in the same manner. However, this is based on a form that is not visible to your eyes. However, it is exactly the same concept. It is a form that is connected, creating a unit. Therefore, when one moves, all move. The information is passed from one to the other, to the other, to the other. And all combined have created your existence. The force that you call this gravity is the existence of all matter, as in the water, together. You are existing within a unit that is creating your existence. However, this is not necessary. There is the ability to exit, per se, this existence and move about. And the moving about has not to be viewed in the sense that you are moving your body. You can move your consciousness from one point to the other. And there is this ability to exist as an individual molecule in this water, or to have the existence as the whole. It is a concept that is perhaps difficult to understand, for you are currently existing in a single molecule existence. However, it is not this way. We hope that is not confusing.
No, I think I understand. So, as individuals, we can vibrate ourselves out of existence, in a sense, or we
This is
vibrate
correct.
with the collective.
This is correct.
So, would gravity be more closer to the term vibration or frequency?
This is correct. This is correct.
I see. And I'm imagining many of our extraterrestrial friends who are able to manipulate vibrations through intention and their technologies and other means can pop in and out of our reality.
This is correct. It is the vibration.
I see. So so it's closer to, are you familiar with the term cymatics, the vibration of water or sand or salt on a plate? We can change the shape.
This is correct. We have this understanding through the channel.
Okay.
This is correct. Sound is what makes vibration.
Mm-hmm.
And vibration is sound.
Mm-hmm.
We are communicating in this time-space coordinate through sound, which is emanating a vibration. This is correct.
I see. And in that sense, because we're matching frequencies, the channel is matching your frequency to go into this state, then we're able to make this connection and have this communication.
This is correct.
So in a sense, that's gravity. You're using sound to
This
gravitate.
is correct.
Okay. So so there's our answer for that. We can move on to the next one. Thank you. Awesome. Going back to the trauma.
One more.
Oh, yes.
One more thought on this process.
Yes.
The vibration and the sound. One moment, for we do not want to confuse you more. It is through this sound vibration that you can manipulate your image. It is with the sound vibration that you can move through time-space coordinates and move through gravity.
I see. In a sense, that's how the pyramids were constructed.
This is correct. Creation, in essence, is a manifestation of sound vibration. Or you are the emanation of sound vibration.
Yeah, is in doing ohms and sort of in doing like you shared with us before, the sound frequency of just the word sound. Doing these types of exercises can help raise our vibration.
And this is the accurate. It is the most accurate.
Excellent. All right. Well, we'll get some.
Sound is vibration. And sound is infinite. It has no end. Therefore, when a sound is produced, it emanates into what you call infinity. It never ends. It continues into all that is. Therefore, in this current time-space coordinate, the planetary sphere is emanating sounds of sorrow that are being emanated into infinity. It will take some of what you call your time for it to dissipate and change the frequencies that are coexisting in this infinity. It is of great we have not emotions, so it is not sadness that we receive these sorrows. However, we are receiving these emanations of sorrow and have this sadness.
When you say you don't have emotions, does that just mean you don't have the same emotions, or do you have a different type of emotions?
We have the understanding of emotion. We are not expressive of emotion, but we have the ability to receive the emotion through the vibrations that are being emanated. So we are receiving the sorrow and understand its ramifications.
I see. So is it more of a cause and effect type of relationship that you see this causes that, this and that kind of thing?
And we believe so.
Okay.
We have the receiving of the sorrow in in all the space of this infinity is receiving the sorrow.
Mhm.
And we are all receiving it. We are waiting for the requests for light.
There were some videos going around during the some of the missiles being fired that appeared to be of light, or sort of what our classic UFOs. Is there some intervention happening in some of these conflicts?
In all conflicts, there is interference.
And is that the purpose, just to keep it from getting too out of hand?
Is correct. We have not to interfere with the free will. However, we cannot allow for surpassing limitations.
For example, during the Fukushima disaster, there was often sightings of craft above or around the power plant. Was this intervention keeping things from getting too crazy?
We have no knowledge of this, which what you speak. However, there is always assistance in all matters concerning your planetary sphere.
We have the term divine intervention. And it's my belief that when say the others or these other forces that create such catastrophic events, that is the breaking of the free will. And is it true that if that breaking happens, then that allows forces of the light to come in and sort of do cleanup duty?
Um, This is an accurate statement.
Okay. Can you go a little deeper onto this mechanism and how it works?
There are limitations on the amount of suffering that is permitted in order for the progressions to occur. These limitations are set by a council that is in constant communication and oversight of your planetary sphere. This is when the interferences occur that disable this occurrence. When there is a cry for the assistance, we immediately intervene. We cannot say too much, for it is not in our ability to interfere with the free will of incarnate. Therefore, it is not permitted to have interference on the incarnate level. However, when the planetary sphere requests for assistance, this is the desire and the free will of incarnates, and therefore it is permitted to come.
I see. And I just had a glimpse of the future because, and maybe you can read the energy, because so many people now are shifting their beliefs around the idea of extraterrestrial contact and extraterrestrials and extra dimensionals existing. Do you think it's possible that because more people are open-minded, that they would call upon these energies to assist? Is this a high probability?
This has been so in many of your civilizations. It is viewed and requested in multiple different manners. There has been periods when what you call extraterrestrials were pulled upon and they came in flesh, in the body, as this was the collective image of this period. There are periods in which it is more of an angelic force, more of a spiritual force, more of a divine force. It has come in multiple different manners depending on the time-space coordinates. In this particular time-space coordinates, there is multiple views on requesting assistance. And we have multiple incarnates whom have no understanding yet are requesting assistance, and they are not specific in their request. It is not important, for we have not the understanding of words or concepts. We have only the understanding of vibration. Therefore, when the incarnates are requesting for assistance in whichever manner it is coming in, we are receiving it. It is only when there is a sufficient amount of requests that we can interfere.
And that interference then would show up depending on the collective belief structure of whatever group that it's coming into.
This is correct. This is exactly as it is.
I see. However, so one possibility is if a lot of people believe in ETs flying in craft around the around our planet, then perhaps that might be a majority belief structure for these things to appear.
And this is exactly as it is.
I see. Wow. Well, excellent. I think if we can all hold space for such things to happen and put out the call, I would assume, is that the best thing we can do, to put out the call?
This is correct. It is the construct in which you are existing in, with this mesh wave vibration, sound wave vibration. We exist in it as well. Therefore, when your collective is emanating a vibration, other collectives are receiving it as well.
And when something happens on this planet of positive or negative, do these other collectives experience that as well? That ripple?
There is receiving.
There's receiving. Are they able to transmute it or take it in?
This is a complex. It is very much like the water. It is felt, received, and dissipated.
I see. Is this why so many higher light beings have interest in our planet, to create these ripples, or to stop these ripples, the negative ripples, from influencing certain aspects of their reality?
This is correct.
I see. Well, great. These are always great conversations, and I appreciate all the insight and advice and perspectives. And when you're ready, we can bring the channel back, or if you have any final words.
We have much contentment in these communications for the understandings of where you are and where you can go and how you exist is important, as it can give enlightenment and understanding to others. And we wish for them to receive this as a way to alter your current patients.
Thank you. That's my intention too.
It's very well. Enlighten now.
Oh my God, that was so good.
Every time she's like, "Oh, it's so good."
So good. And for me, it's like a high. So it's so good.
Yeah. That's great. No, it's good. It was a good one. Always going deeper, finding out more stuff. So many layers of the onion getting peeled away.
Oh my God, I didn't understand half of the stuff that was going on, but it's
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think the gravity question sort of threw Raw off a little bit, but basically I think at the end of it, which sort of got me, which, these are all understandings, but sound and vibration. So gravity is basically sound. I mean, in a sense, that's kind of what we got. It's a different type of sound, but it's still sound. It's I always go back to Nikola Tesla's famous quote: "If you want to understand the universe, think in terms of energy, vibration, and frequency." And that has been my default. Go back to, if I don't understand anything, go back to that, and then try to look through the world at that lens, and usually get my answer. So it just makes sense.
Yeah, that's pretty cool because I'm not a physics person. Like, I didn't take physics in school, so I have no understanding about it. But I did see this meshy thing that he was trying to show me. And I feel like I've seen it in movies, like this web of things. I don't even know. Like, I think water really was the best way. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well,
something like that.
Yeah, because when we got to the water and then adding sound to water creates the cymatics,
Yeah.
so that helped me understand that that's what we were talking about. So
Yeah, I think that that's probably the best way. Yeah, gravity, I don't really know much about it. All I know is that it keeps me on the floor. But um but yeah. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about that.
yeah, that's
I
okay.
don't know. Yeah.
Going back to Robert F. Kennedy, what was it like looking into his
Oh,
field?
so I don't know. What can I say?
There was
I feel like that was so long ago in our conversation. I don't really remember that part of it. Because I was really trying to see what he was showing me. So I think all my energy was just focused on that. And I don't really remember anything about Robert F. Kennedy. I know that I like him personally, me here now.
yeah.
So I don't know. Remember is that he did not feel evil. He did not feel bad.
Mm-hmm.
The energy was really good. It wasn't like Elon Musk energy, that's for sure. But
What do you, in what sense? Not like Elon was more intense?
oh no, Elon is like I haven't felt anything with energy like that ever.
What? Wow.
Really?
God.
No,
Maybe
I
Elon
really
should be
haven't.
president.
I don't know. I don't know, right? He should. I don't know. He's weird. He's definitely not like anything I've ever felt.
Hmm.
Really, like it's shocking. And I've felt some pretty powerful energies. Yeah, no, even Robert F. Kennedy Jr. had the same kind of vibration that that guy you had me look into one other time, some congressman or something. You had me look into some guy one time in channeling. It was a similar vibration. It was good. It was like
I
a
forgot.
decent
I have to
one.
go back. Maybe it was
I know, because I'm
Convergent,
trying
maybe?
to I don't know. I'm trying to compare it to like, because one of the things that I am able to do actually is remember that. It's like a smell for me. It's like I
Right.
know, it's like if you smell a rose, you're like, oh, that's a rose. And you can
Hmm.
never forget it. That's for me the same thing for vibrations of people. It's like I can remember that, like the smell of a rose. And
Right.
so Robert F. Kennedy just felt like a very normal, stable, human-like vibration.
Mm-hmm.
And Elon did not feel like that. Elon felt like the sun. I don't know how to explain it. It felt like I mean, it was just so incredible. And I only got to touch it that one time. I wish I could touch it again. I could literally feed off of that. I
Wow.
can't imagine what it would be like to be standing next to him. I don't know if you actually feel. The thing is that I'm a very solitary person. Like I don't really hang out with anyone. I'm pretty living in my own bubble.
Right.
And so, I mean, I have friends that are very like I can feel their dark vibrations from a mile away, and it drives me bananas. But
And they're your friends?
yeah, I know. It's just because they're being invaded by negative energy or
Sure.
whatever. I
Yeah,
can
yeah.
feel it. And so, I mean, I can't judge people, but like whatever it is, what it is.
Of course. Yeah.
So it's like you have family the same way. It's like, what are you going to do? Stop talking to your family?
Right.
So you
Totally.
just leave them, you clear, and then you're done.
Yeah.
But I wonder if you stand next to Elon Musk, I wonder if you would actually feel that coming off of his person, or if you just feel that from his other part. Like, I'm not really sure when I connect to people, which part of them I'm connecting to.
Right.
So I don't really know. It would be
Yeah.
really interesting to stand next to him and see if I could
Right.
feel it. I don't know. I really have no idea.
Yeah, maybe something to explore. Different questions formulating in my head around that. So maybe next time we'll ask different things.
There's so many questions.
Yeah, I mean, the questions never end, especially when we're going through these the tumultuous times. And obviously you're feeling what's happening on the planet now. So
I can feel I have, how do I say this? When people die and their energy is stuck, they come to me. And it is beyond annoying. Like, I'm sorry, it just really is. And they sit and they linger and they try to get my attention. And it is so annoying. And these past week, yeah, it's been a week. It's just so insane. I'm just drained by them.
What many people don't know is that just almost the day before, I think, the attacks on Israel, there was a major earthquake in Afghanistan that, over 2,000 people died. And that's been going, we had Turkey, we've had all kinds of turmoil.
There's all kinds of deaths. I can feel all kinds of deaths in South America.
In South America.
Oh my God. I can feel them coming. Like, all these people who are immigrating here, I don't know what's going on, but from that direction, oh my God, I feel them all dying. It's insane. I feel so much death coming from that direction. Oh, it's coming from every direction, really. Honestly, it's coming from Africa. I feel so much death coming from there. Oh,
and
it's really a bad time.
These are things that aren't being reported. Is this starvation? Is it just hard conditions?
So the thing that's coming from the South is torture.
Torture?
I feel so much torture. It makes me want to cry. It's so bad. Like, I don't know if like not torture like with a whip or anything, but it's like how can I explain it? It's an energy of like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just so horrific. It's a horrific kind of like the way that the humans are being treated. It's so horrific. And they're dying with this horrific. It's just so awful. And I can feel it from every direction. Like I said, from Africa, I can feel a lot of death coming. I'm feeling death from everywhere. And it's just, it's really exhausting. Yeah. I mean, it's horrible, but for me, it's exhausting because I can feel it coming in waves. And I guess, yes, and all those deaths from Hawaii. And it's just a really bad time.
Yeah. 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 Well, maybe we can use this information that we got today as a catalyst to call in the reinforcements, our light workers, our light, our ET and other angelics, and, just all of that, all of those lighter energies to help assist with the transitions and also assist with slowing down this death a little bit. And then, like, hold on, we can only take so much. What were you seeing when they were talking about this council that sort of oversaw stuff?
I have no idea. I know that they exist, but I don't know that they exist from my channeling. Like, I know that they exist because I've heard other people talk about them, but I know nothing about them.
Okay.
So if you want to ask more about them, I would like to know more about them because I don't know anything about them. Like, I don't know who they are. I don't know where they are. I don't know what they do. I mean, I've heard of people talk about them because I know that there's that girl, the blonde one that lives in California. What's her name?
Elizabeth April and GFL.
Her.
Yeah,
I know
GFL.
Yeah. That I know, and so I know that they exist. I just don't know anything about them. I don't know anything about them, but I would love to see them or meet with them or talk to them. I can talk to different kinds of beings. I just don't know. Yeah, I can. We should have to call upon them. That's really all there is to it.
Well, there seems to be from my research, there's a lot of different councils, with different
Okay.
roles and doing different things. But the way Ra sort of put it was there was a council overseeing how much trauma or
Pain we're
how much
allowed to go
pain
through.
right before it gets out of hand, I guess, for our evolution. If you cross over that barrier, then it's just like, okay, now things are just gone too far. Maybe that's what happened with Atlantis. They just went too far with things, and then the council said, okay, send in the meteors, send in the tidal waves, and we have to hit the reset button. So I'm sure there's councils out there that are trying to keep that from happening again, as we've
Thank God.
already gone through that. But we are in that cycle of upgrades. So I would imagine if we didn't get the lesson, if we don't learn here what we're doing, then we might call in the asteroids.
I don't know. It doesn't feel, I don't know if lesson is the right word. It feels almost like if you choose to emanate light or if you choose to emanate dark. Is that what a lesson is?
I think so. I mean, I would say, evolution, less, if you keep doing the same things over and over and expecting different response, the same as so, we've done this war thing to death, literally. And it's time to stop it. And I think that's, those are the lessons. The polarity games, right? I think in my vernacular, these are lessons that humanity is trying to learn and overcome. And if we don't, the Earth, from my understanding and all this research and channeling and everything else, is that the Earth has already made her decision to move on to these higher frequencies. So she's going with, and she's gonna leave us behind if she has to.
Do you know what's really funny? When we were looking at all the deaths, when you asked about all the deaths, they felt, oh no, maybe I'm wrong.
Well,
I had this feeling that it feels like we weren't supposed to have all these deaths.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is like, it wasn't supposed to happen. And because I felt Ra feeling sad, even though I know he said he doesn't feel sad. I felt him feeling sad, like, oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. That's what it kind of felt like, oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. We feel your sorrow. Like, I don't know. Yeah. Anyone else saying that too?
Well, I think what we're dealing with, and I asked about 9/11, and Ra wasn't familiar exactly with that, but went back and tuned into the energy, and then said that was a little bit different, but in a sense similar. So because I've heard from other sources that 9/11 wasn't supposed to happen, in a sense, like these sort of engineered events are created to keep humanity at a certain vibration. And this whole Israel thing, I got 9/11 vibes right the day in real time as it was happening. I'm like, there's no way, this is totally engineered. And as we've and then as we've gone through the week here, the just the polarity that you're seeing on TV and the different groups, and this groups for that group and that groups for this group or whatever, and just the insanity and the polarity. Again, 9/11 vibes, same thing, of people not using any type of critical thinking and looking at the situation through a lens, but just people's heartstrings getting pulled on. I mean, the COVID thing too, we were seeing all the polarity there. So it just feels that these events constantly keep being engineered to create that polarity game, and humanity keeps falling for it. And it's just like,
Yeah.
It's frustrating because
and it felt like when you said something about the wars, I could definitely feel that it's always the same, always the same, always the same.
Yeah.
It's like they're doing the exact same thing over and over and over again. And like you said, we keep falling for the exact same thing over and over again.
Right. This is the lessons I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying now. I get it. Yeah. It's kind of crazy. Yeah. No, it's really bad. Yeah. I hope that everyone can clear these souls.
Well,
they're so heavy.
Based on what I'm seeing now, I mean, yes, people are falling for it and as the collective, but there is a lot more awareness than before when it came to, the awareness around these types of events and things. So hopefully it won't be as elongated as some of these other wars have gone on for, years and decades. Hopefully this time humanity will come to its senses and get through this.
So something just came to me. I remembered that about the. Did you say something about having ETs show up?
Yeah. I was.
Okay, so if enough people know about ETs and accept ETs, they will come.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I got that too.
Especially in this time of extreme polarity, because what I was hinting at also, I don't know if you remember, I was talking about divine intervention and the doorway. So to allow that to happen is when the others sort of break the free will of humanity. It creates a portal for the positive light forces to come in and sort of do cleanup work. And I sort of saw that as a permission slip for more ET contact, for more ET.
Oh, I want that to happen.
To come in, yeah. So that would be it, but we have to ask for the help too. Humanity has to say, hey, our free will was messed with. We've got, give us a hand, guys. We need to do quick cleanup over here. So maybe that can.
I've asked. Well, in a previous sharing, I asked if Ra would come and be here in physical form.
Oh yeah.
And he did say yes. But I'm like, all right, I'm waiting. Like I'm opposite at the table for you. Come on.
Set the table. Yes. Put a placemat down for me too. I want to be at that table.
I really do. I can't wait. I'm like, please come. It's not here yet. Or it's not here for me. I don't know. Maybe he is here and he's just not.
Yeah, we're doing it in that way. We're doing it in the way, in a safe way for Ra to come through, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So
again, I would love it.
Thank you for offering these.
Oh no, thank you so much.
Good, very good. And I know I know our membership at Portal will really enjoy this timely transmission. So thank you.
Yeah, anytime. Awesome. All right. Have a good day. Bye.
All right. Thanks.
Bye.
Head to interviewwithed.com, click join, and let your curiosity lead you. Understanding that exploring these new worlds and concepts can make a positive difference in our personal lives and together as a collective.